Good morning, children. How are you? Hope you are fit and fine at your home. I hope you all must be enjoying this lockdown period. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Varsha Surya. I am going to teach you English. Before I start my session, let me tell you a short story. There was a village. In that village, there was a shortage of rainfall. It was drought. Drought was there. The village people daily they used to say the prayer. One day, father was going for the prayer session. His child said, "Father, I will also come with you." The father said, "What is the need of you better stay at home?" The child said, "No, father, today I will come with you. Daily you go for the prayer session, but today I will come with you." The child ran into his house. He brought an umbrella. The father was shocked to see an umbrella on his head. The father asked, "What is the use of umbrella?" After some time, father understood the moral of the story. Father said, "I understood what you want to say." Father said, "You have a deep faith on God." Children, you must be thinking, why I am telling this story. This story tells us that we should have a deep faith on God, because now we are facing a very difficult time. You all must be knowing, children, we all have been locked down from a long time at home. Because of this, I told you a story. We should have a deep faith on God. This deep faith on God will help us to overcome from this disease. I told you a story to have a deep faith on God. We have to take care of our grandparents, and because your parents are taking care of yours, you have to take care of your grandparents and your younger ones. The precautions what we are going to do is to use sanitize your hand, wash your hands again and again. You have to maintain social distancing, and you have to wear the mask. Whenever you go out of the house, you have to wear the mask. Okay, children. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because you have passed from 4th class and you came to 5th class. Now, before I start teaching, I would like to throw light on what I have taught you in the 4th class. You remember, children, I have taught you about parts of speech. The parts of speech are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Again I will repeat this one. Parts of speech are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Children, today I am going to teach you only one, that is noun. Noun is the name of a person, a place, a thing and an animal. What is a noun? Noun is the name of a person, a place, a thing and an animal. Some nouns are Sita, she is a girl. Ram, he is a boy. Teacher, she is also a mother. Doctor, he is also a father. Name of places are park, market and school. Names of animals: cow, cat and dog. Names of things are book, pencil, pen. Now I am going to teach you kinds of nouns. Kinds of noun are proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, collective noun and material noun. Again I will repeat. Proper noun, common noun, abstract noun, collective noun and material noun. What is a proper noun? A proper noun is a special name given to a particular person, name, animal or thing. A proper noun is a specific name given to a particular person, animal, name or thing. For example, Navneet, name of a person. Bombay, name of a place. Neptune and Greece, these all comes under proper noun. It always starts with the capital letter N, B, N and G. A proper noun is a specific name given to a particular person, place, animal or thing. Common noun. Common noun is a name of any person, place, animal or thing. These all are common. Not here a particular specific name is not given. For example, lawyer, country, dog and pumpkin. Here common means it is common for all. I didn't tell about a specific lawyer. I didn't tell about a specific country. It is common for all. Dog, I didn't take the name of the dog. And pumpkin. So common means it's common for all. Not specific a specific name of a person. Now let's move on to a new chapter. Chapter number 1, Ivan's story. Okay children, this story is about a young gorilla. Catherine Applegate has written this story, and in this story she told an autobiography of a young gorilla. Catherine Applegate is an American writer whose work include fantasy and adventure novels. This story has been written by Catherine Applegate, and here she has written different kinds of novels. Ivan's story. Catherine Applegate is an American writer whose work include fantasy and adventure novel. In this story, Ivan's story, here Catherine Applegate wanted to tell that this story has been taken from children's novel The One and Only Ivan. Fantasy means imagination. Adventure means unexperienced thing, very excited thing. The one and only Ivan has been recognized for the way in which it challenges the way we look at animals and ourselves. In this story, Catherine Applegate wanted to tell that she has written different kinds of novel, and this story has been taken from the one and only Ivan, and she wants to tell the autobiography of a young gorilla. This story has been divided into 8 parts. Ivan is a gorilla who lives in a cage at a mall. He has spent 27 years either living in a human home or at the mall. This story is about a young gorilla who has spent 27 years with human beings, and now he has been kept in a cage at a mall. The story told by Ivan is about how he has nearly forgotten his life in the world. This story tells us that he has really forgotten his wild life, and now he has been living with the human beings. The book was inspired by the true story of Ivan, who lived in a similar situation for 27 years. This story tells us that young gorilla, he has spent 27 years in a similar situation he lived, and he has really forgotten his wildlife. The Grunt. This autobiography of a young gorilla has been divided into 8 parts. The first part is the grunt. Grunt means a short low sound. Children, you take a pencil in your hand and just see that the word meanings are given on the left hand side of your book. And now when I am going to read the chapter, you are going to underline noun, proper noun and common noun. Okay children? Now, I was born. Here I is Ivan. I was born in a place humans call Central Africa, in a dense rainforest, so beautiful, no crayons could ever do it justice. Ivan is telling a story that I was born in Central Africa in a dense rainforest. He was born in Central Africa in a very thick forest, thick rainforest. Rainforest means children where the whole year rainfall is, a very heavy rainfall is there. And the rainforest is so beautiful that no crayons could ever do it justice. Means not a single person can do the drawing of it. Gorillas do not name their newborns right away, the way humans do. Here gorilla says that when human beings are born, they just keep the name of the child. But we animals, we don't do like this. They keep the name of the children after they see the quality in that animal. We get to know our babies first. Young gorilla says that first we have to understand about ourselves, what we are. Then our parents keep a name. We wait to see hints of what might yet be. Young gorilla says that we have to find the clue in which the child is good. We have to find out the quality of the animal and then we keep the name according to that quality. When they saw how much she loved to chase me around the forest, my parents decided on my twin sister's name tag. Ivan has a sister, her name was Tag. Now he says that why my parents has kept her name Tag, because she used to run very fast. In a few seconds she used to move from one place to another very fast. Oh how I love to play tag with my sister. Why his parents has kept his name Tag? Because she used to run very fast and in few seconds she used to move from one place to another. And I love to play with my sister as her name was Tag. Tag here means to chase each other. She was nimble. Nimble means, see on the left hand side children, able to move quickly and easily. She was very fast and in a few seconds she used to move easily and quickly. She was nimble, but when I got too close, she would leap on to my unsuspecting father. Here, unsuspecting father means father was not knowing what is going to happen. Here, Tag used to run very fast and Ivan was at the back of her sister. She used to run very fast and now when Ivan was very close to Tag, now when he was supposed to catch, so what happened? She used to jump on her father's belly and she used to go and just catch his father. Then I would join her and we would bounce on his belly until he gave us the grunt, a sound that meant enough. Here, what happened? When she used to run, and now when Ivan was supposed to catch his sister, she used to jump on her father's belly and she used to catch his father and his father used to get angry and his father used to give the grunt. What is the meaning of grunt? Grunt means a short, low sound. In Hindi we say gurrana, that. And a sound where the father used to say, enough, now you stop your playing. That game never got old. That game we always used to play, and father always used to get angry, but we still continued playing. Although my father might have disagreed, my father always used to get disagreed, but still we continued our game. Our father used to say enough, he used to get angry, but still we continued our game. So this is the first part, the grunt. In this part, young gorilla says that I was born in a Central Africa in a dense rainforest, and my sister's name was Tag. And why her name was given Tag? Because she used to run very fast, and because of this good quality, my parents has kept her name Tag. Tag is the twin sister of Ivan, and Ivan is a young gorilla. He is telling his autobiography in 8 parts. The first part is over children. Now, the second part. Go back. Stop this. What are we telling? The next part is mud. Now here, in this story, Ivan is telling why my name has been kept mud. It did not make long for my parents to find my name. All day long, every day, I make pictures. I draw rock and bark and my poor mother's back. Here, mud want to say that my name, my parents has kept mud because I was very much fond of drawing. I used to take the mud and I used to draw on the ground. I used to play with the mud. I used to draw on the bark of the tree. I used to draw on my mother's back, and I was very much fond of playing. I used the sap from leaves. I used the juice from fruit. But mostly I used mud. I used to enjoy drawing. I used to take out the sap from the plant of the leaf. Sap means a liquid part, a juicy part of the plant, and that I used to take out, and with that I used to write on the mud. I was very much fond of drawing. And that is what they called me mud. And because of this, because of my good quality, I was very good in drawing, and because of this, my parents kept my name Mud. To a human, mud might not sound like much, but to me, it was everything. Young gorilla says that for human beings, mud means only mud, but for me, it was everything. Now, the first part is a grunt, the second part is the mud. Why his parents has kept his name Mud? Because he was fond of drawing. He used to draw on the mud. He used to draw on the bark of the tree, and he used to just take out the sap of the plant and used to write on the mud. And like this, because of this, his parents has kept his name Mud. The third part is about his family. The third part is about his protector, means the family. My family, which humans call a troop. Here means he's explaining about his family. He said that here troop means a group of. We used to live in a group, and there were 10 members in my family. Was just like any other gorilla family. In my family, we were 10 members, and they were 10 of us. My father, the silverback. Here silverback means the head of the family. Young gorilla says that protector, here my father was a silverback. He was the protector of my family. And 3 other adult females. Here three other adult females were there. A young male called a blackback. One young male was there. He was called blackback. And two other young gorillas, Tag and I, were the babies of the group. Here young gorilla says that in the third part of the story, Protector, he says there were 10 members in my family. First was my father, he was called Silverback, and three other adult females were there, and one young male was there, he was called the Blackback, and two other young gorillas. These 8 members were in my family, and the two other members were Tag and I. We are the babies of these two were the babies of the group. Here Protector means he is telling the story about his whole family. We fought from time to time, but my father knew how to control us with a simple scowl. Scowl means an angle. You can see children on the left hand side, the word meaning is given. We used to fight. Tag and Ivan, they used to fight with them. They used to play with each other. They used to fight. They used to run, and every time they used to be together. And now, what happened? Sometimes father used to give a angry scowl. Means sometimes he used to get angry. And for the most part, we were happy to do what we were meant to do, to feed and search for food and nap and play. Here, young gorilla says that whatever our father used to say, we used to do that thing, because my father was the protector of our family. He used to guide us, he used to feed us, he used to search for the food, and he used to nap. Nap means short sleep, and we used to play. Father used to guide me every time. He used to guide both of us, Tag and Ivan, both. He used to help us in playing, he used to search for the food, he used to help us to nap, and every time he used to help me. My father was a master at leading us to the ripest fruit for our morning feast and the finest branches for our night nest. He was everything a silverback is meant to be: a guide, a teacher, and a protector. Ivan says that my father was a silverback of the family. He was the protector. He used to guide in every way. He used to lead us. He was the master of the family. He used to tell us how to find out the ripest fruit from the branch of the tree. And he used to guide us in each and every way. So he was a guide. He used to guide us. He was a teacher. He helped us to learn many things. And he was the protector. Protector means, children, he was the head of the family, and he used to protect the family in many ways. So in the third part, he explained that how his father used to protect from all the harm and danger, and used to lead. He was the master. He used to lead his family in the right path. So children, I have explained 3 parts. First is the grunt, where Ivan was born. Second, mud, and third is the protector. Now fourth part, children. The perfect life. He said that my wild life was a perfect life, and we were very happy in this perfect life. Gorilla babies, elephant babies, and human babies are not so different, except that a gorilla gets to spend the day riding on his mother's back. Ivan says that gorilla babies, elephant babies, and human babies, we all 3 are same. Why? Because we all are having a large family. We all live in a group. We all live in a family. And we all carry our children with ourselves. Slowly, carefully, a young gorilla begins to go further and further away from the safety of his mother's arm. Here Ivan says that as the child grows older and older, so what happened? The child leaves her mother's arms, because as I was too small, I used to be in my mother's arm, and now as I started growing, I used to leave my mother and I used to walk on myself. He learns the skills he will need as an adult. How to make a nest of branches, weave them tightly, or they will fall apart in the middle of the night. Here, her father and mother both taught them how to make a nest on the branch of a tree. And they explained them, they taught him the skills, how to make the nest and to weave it nicely, to make a nest very nicely so that they should not fall down from in the night from the nest. They used to teach the different parts, different skills in their life which would be necessary for their life. And they used to learn from their parents how to beat your chest, cup your palms to amplify the sound. He used to, his mother and father both used to teach them how to make with the cup, means they used to explain them to make cup from their palm and just to beat on their body, how to beat on their chest. Suppose they are in a trouble and they will make a cup from their palm and they will beat on their chest loudly. So, and if they are in a trouble and if they do this, so what happened? The whole group will go to their children to help them. So their parents started telling them, started explaining the skills of the life to make the cup of the palm, to beat on the chest. The end. One day, a still day, when the hot air hummed, the humans came. Now here Ivan says that my life was a perfect life and we used to enjoy our life. Myself and dad, we used to enjoy our wildlife, but now one day my life came to an end. He says in this short story that one day human beings came there and my life was put to an end. One, after they captured my sister and me, they put us in a cramped dark cage. Here, Ivan says that my life as a wildlife was very good, was a comfortable life. We used to enjoy, we used to learn the skills. But now, one day, something happened. It was a still day and there human beings came and I was caught in a crate. I was caught and I was put in a large wooden box. Sometimes I knew that in order to live, I had to let my old life die. Here, young gorilla Ivan says that I have to forget my old life because I know that now I have to live with the human beings, because human beings have caught me in a wooden box and now I have to live with them. I have to forget my old life and I have to adjust with my new life. But my sister could not let go of it. She kept thinking about her home all the time. When one day I noticed her looking at me without really seeing me, I knew she was completely lost. For some few time, we both were kept in a crate, and there we have to live for some time in a dark room. I know that my sister never forgotten his life. My sister always used to remember my parents. My sister never forgot the wildlife. But whenever I used to look at her, I used to see that she was absent-minded. She used to look at me, but she was thinking about the old life. She used to remember the old days, how we have spent with our parents. But still, she remembered every time she remembered the wildlife. But I thought I have to forget my own life. I hope you have understood this chapter, and now I'm going to conclude this session and just do my homework, learn all the question answers, be safe at your home. Take care. Goodbye.